How's everybody doing out there? I want to welcome you to Conversations with Chris, episode 8. As usual, Conversations with Chris is a safe space to talk, so yeah, let's do it. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers and everybody that's been supporting me so far. I couldn't do this without you, so thanks. Um, I think today what I want to talk about is stopping or resetting yourself. I believe as you go through life, you experience a lot of different events, and I think that's what life is—a series of events, and different things that happen, and different decisions you have to make, and sometimes you have to make them pretty quick, and you just keep moving, and you keep moving, and you keep moving. But I think sometimes, as you're on your journey, you'll find yourself, I wouldn't necessarily say lost, but you'll find yourself in a place that you don't really quite know where to go next. And you'll have two types of reactions to that situation. You'll either say, okay, I'm here now, so let's just keep going. Or you'll say, hey, I need to stop for a minute and reassess where I am right now. And that's what I want to talk about, the stopping. Now, sometimes it's fine to just forge ahead and just try to get to the next event or the next thing and make your decision then. But you can be on a path that is so confusing, that it has so many different issues that you need to stop. In the line of work that I do, I deal with a lot of like clients and contracts and projects and personnel and budgets and all this different kind of stuff. And sometimes you start a project and you get like a year in, and then all these problems come up, and you get together, you have this meeting, and everyone says, hey, we're 1 year in, so we have to go forward, we have to finish. And then some people say, hey, let's reassess. And I'm one of those people that always tries to reassess and see why I am where I am, and what is the best way to move forward. Now, if you want to take that to a personal context with your life, you may be in relationships with your family, with your spouse, with your children, just your friends, just people around you, and your relationships are in a place that you don't really know what's going on. I don't know why this person isn't talking to me. I don't know why me and this person are getting along. I don't know why, my kids are acting crazy. Well, you have to reassess relationships the same way you would need to reassess anything else in your life. And if it's in a bad place, or it could be in a good place, but if it's in a bad place, you really need to figure for yourself, should I stop and reassess this, or should I continue on? And I believe that if you don't stop and reassess and you continue on in relationships, now I'm not talking about business, because sometimes the best path is just forward. But in your relationships, you have to constantly do that stop. And sometimes it's okay to just punt the ball and say, you know what, right now I just need to punt this ball and get ready for the next play. If sometimes loving a person will make you forge ahead. Loving your family, your spouse, your mother, your cousin, whoever, you just forge ahead with that relationship without taking the time to assess, is it healthy, or is it something I should even have around me? And what those relationships will do to you is They will drain you. They will take all your energy. They will take you got to put so much into it just to maintain it that it becomes counterproductive. So stop. Stop. Um it's the saying, it's an old song. I can't even remember. It might have been Johnny Cash. I don't know, but it was like talking about taking stock of his life. And I don't think we do that nearly enough. We forge ahead all the time. And I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer in moving. There has to be movement, because if you're not moving, then things slowly just die. But I'm also a firm believer in pausing. That doesn't mean I'm stopping. That doesn't mean I'm not ever going to continue forward, but just pause for a second and ask yourself those tough questions about everything. And start to move those non-beneficial relationships away. And sometimes it's hard because these could be people you've known all your life. I'm not a person who claims to have a whole bunch of friends, but I do have friends that I've had most of my life for many, many years. But it's very few people, because I stop and reassess relationships constantly. And if I feel like something is not benefiting me in some kind of way, I just move it out the way. And it is personal. I'm not going to say it's not personal, but it's necessary, so that's what I do. And I also struggle with this at the same time. Like, sometimes I just continue to forge ahead, and I'm just, what they say, digging a hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, until finally you can't even see the top anymore. You're just down there. I'm here. But at any given point, you have the opportunity to stop. So, like always, we're going to do it together. So whenever you hear this or see this, what we need to do is assess every relationship in your life, every situation in your life. Take some time out to do that. If you got some guy and he really don't treat y'all that well, but hey, we've been doing this now for the last however many years, and so this is just what we do. You need to stop and assess that situation. If you got some woman and really y'all may not be good for one another, but hey, no, stop, reassess that situation. If you have a job and it's not healthy, and I'm always stressed, but I'm so far in it right now, I can't. No, you can. Stop. That doesn't mean that you can't continue forward with this person or this career or this relationship. But if it's not beneficial, if a relationship is making more withdrawals than deposits into you, then you probably need to stop. We all need to stop. I'm becoming more aware of relationships in my life, because I focus so long on just building. You need money, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. That I haven't focused on the relationships in my life and ask myself, is this a beneficial relationship or not? And I'm not saying that, about anyone in my life in particular, but just in a general sense, that that's something that I struggle with. That is something that I struggle with. So I've been on a journey of assessment, and we all need to be on that journey. And if it's time to stop, it's time to stop. I know it's not easy. Really, not many things that I discuss here are easy things to deal with, because sometimes in dealing with issues, you have to admit some things about yourself that you may not be too comfortable with. But as usual, they have to be done. And I'm learning those things at my age, even now, and a lot of people that are, friends of mine, or people that I known or have known for many years, they'd be like, man, Chris, you sure you got it together? I'm like, no. We're all the same. I have maybe not the same issues, but I have issues nonetheless. And I'm on a journey of reassessment, and we should all be on that same journey constantly. I'm all about deposits, not withdrawals. I'm all about deposits right now. And I don't mind making deposits, but I'm all about receiving deposits as well. That's where my assessment has led me. But your assessment may lead you somewhere else. Your assessment about some of the relationships in your life may lead you to say, hey, well, you know what? Maybe I'm not doing things that I should be doing. And maybe these are good people around me, and I'm not treating these relationships properly. But you do have to stop and reassess. So let's get on that right now. Everybody, reassess. Take the time out. Pause. Punt the ball. Live another day. But don't continue until you have done that. As always, drop a comment, like, share, subscribe. Yeah.